Jokey got the sauce, bitch.
Mama, Carrot is making beats again.
Hello guys, welcome to another video. This is a video I was promising you about sportsmanship and that driver rating. And yeah, just before that, I wanted to do what's it called? I wanted to do a race on the FIA. It was a Nations Cup, Nations FIA race, and it was in Spa, in Belgium. Which, for some reason, I'm going to just watch whatever happens in the next few seconds. See, everybody's loading up nicely. There's me qualified at 8, which was nice. I chose the RCF GT3, which was my most used car in the FIA championships. And then yeah, see that? Definitely off the park. If you see strange things like that happening, what is it? Like why? But right there and then I knew that definitely the servers, I'm going to get kicked out of the servers. Definitely, because something happened to my network. That's why it's going bad. And yeah, just as the race was supposed to begin, yeah, that happened. So made me do this, check this opportunity to show you what a lesson. Or is it like a lesson class or something on a way to understand motorsport racing? So here we have the race. If you come to the main menu, you have the racing etiquette over there, and we have these sections: what is sportsmanship and various improper driving examples. So you see, I'm already certified to be a driver online, and since that was last year, March 4th, when I got the game, which is it's been a journey. Seeing a lot of examples. I'm going to do a video on that soon, maybe. So let's listen up.
What is sportsmanship? Welcome to the Racing Etiquette. In this section, you will be learning about sportsmanship, an important element in everyone's participation in the online races of Gran Turismo. The history of sports is as old as human history, and the definition of sport is said to be as numerous as there are researchers in the field. But when you get to the bottom of it, a sport is a challenge against yourself, a challenge against a rival, and above all else is something to enjoy and have fun with. A sport is something you enjoy together with others. For this, there is sportsmanship, the attitude you must have when you partake in a sport. So, what is sportsmanship? Everyone knows that all sports have rules. And of course, one element of sports is that you must follow the rules. But even if you set lots of detailed rules, you can't judge all incidents during an actual sport just with rules. That's where sportsmanship becomes important.
Wait. This video was done a long time before Corona, so this social distancing, shaking of hands, was legal by then. Just a slight joke over there.
Sportsmanship can also be called the spirit of fair play. And in addition to being fair and just, sportsmanship also means that you don't do things that make you look bad. To avoid doing things to anyone that makes you look bad. That's the core idea behind sportsmanship that is beyond rules. Motorsport is called a non-contact sport. That means it is a sport which does absolutely not allow contact with others. But in order to achieve this, it is not enough to have a strict set of rules. It is extremely important that everyone works to avoid doing things that make you look bad.
Yeah, so with that, you get an idea of what sportsmanship is. So for the next one, we're going to go to the driving examples that make you look bad, or things you do on the racetrack that make others angry, or make you lose your your composure.
2. Various improper driving examples. Here we will introduce some examples of improper driving and driving that makes you look bad. First of all, weaving back and forth to block the path of other cars is prohibited. Also, pushing others, edging out others, pushing others off the track. When you are late on the brakes, it is not considered well-mannered driving. Overshooting a corner because you braked too late and failed to turn because you were too anxious to overtake your opponent. This is an example of driving that really makes you look bad. The worst is when you become a missile, by not being able to stop within the track, ramming into other cars and ruining the race for others as well as yourself. Even if you initially had an understanding of all this in your head, if you become too overzealous in the race and ended up braking too late and you are about to hit the car ahead of you, not only should you hit your brakes, you should avoid hitting the car ahead at all cost, even if that means taking your car off the track. This type of driving mistake often happens when you are a beginner, so starting out, just be careful. Avoid interfering with others and start by assessing the situation, and you will start to see and be aware of your surroundings. And finally, how can you protect yourself from these types of accidents? During a race, it is not easy to communicate your intent with other drivers, but by monitoring the other cars around you, you will start to understand the tendencies of each car and driver, as well as their skills. If you feel that a certain driver seems a bit dangerous, or that a certain car is not used to racing yet, rethink and reposition yourself on the track so that you can avoid being involved in the chaos that they may cause.
Okay, that's basically everything in a nutshell about sportsmanship and about racing, either online or in real life. So yeah, I hope you did get a few things. You did learn a few things here and there. And yeah, I'm going to leave you with kind of a small montage, or like B-rolls of this the Lexus RCF GT3 car. This is actually my favorite car in all of them. This and then the Porsche, because this one has the V8 and is good on the straight lines and the corners. The Porsche is actually faster in the corners and has a better gearing. So has better gearing ranges. So I do hope you did enjoy this short lesson on the video, and hope to see you on the next time on the racetrack. Have a good evening, have a good morning, have a good night, whenever you're watching it, and peace.